My wife and I were talking the other day about our first property that we bought together, and she was really scared we bought that. It was just an old house that had been turned into a doctor's office, and the doctor died, and the widow wanted to get rid of the house, and she was what I call a don't want her. She was ready to do whatever to get rid of it. And she just did not want it anymore. And boy, those are the best kinds of sellers. And she was worried about having to make repairs on it and all that to get it sold. And I made her an offer. I said, look, I'll pay you this price. I'll take it as is. And it wasn't too far off from her asking price, but so we got it and we paid 70,000 for this. I mean, it was an old house built in the 40s. And we put in about 20 to $30,000 in renovations. Got that house leased for $2,000 a month. We stayed in it for 5 years. It was leased as an office slash living quarters, which may or may not have been kind of the thing to do in that city, but we did it. It was a survey company that leased it, and they put some other guys in there to stay. There was a severe housing shortage in West Texas at the time, and so it worked out. We cleared about $1,000 a month in positive cash flow on that property, which is amazing. And so I'm telling you this story because it's very intimidating to get started in real estate investing, especially in commercial real estate investing. Now, even though I could see the value in this property. I was a real estate agent at the time, and she was a nurse. My wife was a nurse, and I used to build houses. And so I'd had some exposure to real estate. She had not, other than buying her own house. But, this was a office that was 2 blocks from hospital, a lot of activity in that area. It was on a busy corner location, and the zoning allowed us to do absolutely anything we wanted in there because it was in a medical district zoning. It allowed us to do it, use that house as a residence or as an office building or a retail property, just about anything without having to without having to deal with new zoning. Where I'm going with this is that if you're sitting on the fence thinking about whether or not you want to invest in real estate, I know the questions that are going through your mind. Probably things like, can I do this? Do I have what it takes to do this? And, is it going to be a lot of headaches? Are we going to have problems with tenants? And is it really worth all the hassle? Those were the things my wife was thinking about at the time. Maybe this will help give you a little encouragement, a positive note here. One property can change your life. It's no exaggeration. One property can change your life, can change the course of your financial future. Now, it doesn't sound like it, but it will. Believe me. I mean, we cleared $1,000 a month on that property, and that doesn't sound like a lot of money, but think about it. Think about your bills. Think about your car payment, house payment. That would take a big chunk out of that. Probably completely take care of your car payment and then some. So think about what $1,000 a month extra income could do. So I'm going to tell you about 3 ways that one property can change your life. And you may or may not have thought about these, but the first one's kind of obvious. It's extra income. Now, I took that income and we just stuck it in the bank. Every month we'd have $1,000 going into our bank account. Well, my wife took that money and paid off my student loan debt. I still had one of those hanging around out there. And I bet a lot of you do too, and would like to get rid of it. And this is a good way to get rid of that debt. I mean, yeah, it's great to have the education, but you're paying on something that's not tangible, really. It's not a hard asset. You're paying and paying and paying and paying. And it really feels good to get it gone. So in 2008, think about this. In 2008, tens of thousands of people could have avoided foreclosures and bankruptcies if they had $500 or $1,000 a month in extra income. Think about how that could have changed those people's lives, changed the course of their financial future, what that could have done for them. It could have saved a lot of heartache, probably a lot of divorces. Divorce rate went way up back then, and it probably will again soon because we're getting into the same kind of mess, only in a bigger way, much, much bigger. So you need to start thinking about how you can get $500 to $1,000 a month extra. Okay, the second way it can change your life is a safety net. What if you lose your job? You get laid off. A lot of people are getting laid off right now. Or what if the company you work for just goes out of business? Or what if you get sick or get hurt and you can't work? When the income stops, the bills don't. But it's nice to have extra income on the side from somewhere. And this is one of those places where you can get it. Everybody's talking about doing side hustles. Well, this is kind of a semi passive income side hustle business that you can be in. And I say semi passive, real estate's really not passive. Everybody says it is. It's recurring income, but it's not totally passive. Nothing is totally passive. You've got but you've got this income to take care of that loss of income that you have from losing your job. It can also help you rescue your retirement plan. Here's the thing, most Americans' retirement plans just really suck. They are terrible. 401ks are, I mean, this is my opinion, okay, but I think they're garbage. When you have to worry about your retirement plan evaporating every time the stock market crashes, every time stocks go down, when you have to worry about the fact that if you haven't paid taxes on that money yet that's going into your 401k, everybody's excited because it's tax deferred. Same with IRAs, tax deferred retirement plan. Well, guess what? You got to pay taxes. It's not tax free, it's tax deferred. When you retire and start taking that money out, you got to pay taxes on it. And the tax rate might be higher than it is now. So why not plan for some tax-free income, which is what you can do with real estate investing? Whenever I own real estate, own rental properties, I pretty much do not pay taxes completely legally. And that's just that most real estate investors will tell you that they don't pay taxes because government's giving us incentives to invest in the real estate. The third way that one property can change your life is that it will lead to other properties. Once you start doing this, it's going to snowball. It's going to get bigger. It's going to grow. You're going to have more than one property in 10 years. You're probably going to have 5 properties in 10 years or maybe more. And I have clients that have 10, 15 properties, 20 properties. I have one that I know he's got 40 at least, maybe 50 properties. Now he's been at it for a long time. He's in his 70s. But, he's not really retiring. That's his real estate is his business. And you don't ever have to retire from real estate. And a lot of people, they start making enough money that they can get rid of their job and this becomes their business and they can do it forever. They can do it until the day they die. They don't ever have to quit. It's not like you're out plowing the fields. It's not demanding on your body. It's easy to do and you can do it forever. So those are the 3 ways that one property can change your life. They're not the only 3 ways. There are a lot of other ways, but those are the ones that I'm thinking of right now and that I have experienced myself. And I hope that you'll experience those too. I know that a lot of you are thinking about it and you just can't make up your mind. If you have questions, leave them in the comments below. Talk to me about it. I'll be happy to talk to you about it. And we can figure out a way to actually talk one-on-one if you want to, or if you leave me questions in the comments, I'll reply in the comments and I'll even maybe make a video if you have a question that sounds like it might be a good video topic. And a lot of those questions are good video topics. And maybe I'll just do a Q&A video sometime and collect all these questions and just answer them all on a video. And hope you got some value out of this. If you did, hit the like button for me. It'll help out a lot. And I'll see you next time on Real Estate Revenue.